Doodle-doodle-doo. Hello, everybody.
You're gonna sit it out. You're gonna sit on the board.
Hello. Welcome to Yelling Grandma. Chris Roberts and Corey Charles. It's two people you're listening to or seeing with your eyes.
Two people that are
Two people, two cats.
men and that are straight and that are white. The
Yeah.
worst.
Two straight white males.
The worst.
We need a podcast with more straight white males. Guys, we need the group together. Oh, shit.
Oh no,
Oh,
they're
fuck.
going crazy.
Oh, Diesel. Your whole spot's back. God damn it.
For a minute, it looked like he went to get down and he was like, "Oh god."
I'm just afraid of hair getting into this thing. And then now.
In it?
Yeah, like lodged inside the ones and twos.
Yeah, maybe. Probably could happen.
You know. Saw this band last night. Told my brother, I was like, that's actually one of the biggest parts of our soundboard. And,
Which
yeah.
brother?
He was what?
Which brother?
Oh, Alex. And he was like,
Boo.
he's like,
I should.
Dude,
I should do it.
Dad should get royalties. And I
Yeah,
was
as
like,
soon as we get some.
yeah, as soon as we get royalties, we'll hand over some. Do you think people think this is why there's so many there's this infinite amount of podcasts? Do you think people think that like, oh yeah, like
You think this is easy?
there's just there's just so many people listening to everything that it's just like, yeah, just start one and like you just get like, yeah. Chris and Corey post to YouTube. They got to be getting something.
I don't know. I feel like
Because I'll hear like my uncle has a popular Grenade Motorsports, has a
Yeah.
popular YouTube channel where he repairs cars, and he kind of looks like me doing that face. He
his face is stuck like that.
yeah, his face is. I had him in my phone for the longest time as Paul Shitface, just because that was always the face he gave. He would be like,
And then you had to get professional.
yeah. So now I changed him to Paul, professional YouTuber.
Paul Shitface McGorblin.
But yeah, Grenade Motorsports. But he, people hear about that and they'll be like in our family, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Paul's on there. Yeah, he's making money." Like hears that like
Oh yeah,
he
I'm
gets
sure-
something, but it's
I'm
like,
sure
well,
old-
he gets
older people don't.
he gets
understand.
12,000. He has 12,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
I'm sure he gets like a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
So you got to get 12,000 to get a little bit.
I can't imagine because I think it's all about like views though on
Yeah.
your videos.
Well, the subscribe.
I've
I think he
I've
told
seen
me
like videos of people.
you don't even get royalties until you have a certain amount of subscribers. So I think like you can have a bunch of views. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. I mean, I can't imagine there's YouTube videos getting enough views. Unless it was like a one-off like video, then maybe that. But yeah, I'm sure it's like you have to have some sort of like follower base to be like established on YouTube. And then after that, I think it's like based off like how many views you get and like how long the video is maybe. I'm not even sure. But
Yeah, your click-through rate.
yeah.
They keep track of your click-through rate.
So many ads. Even YouTube, everything has so many ads. I'm like, ads.
yeah, man.
Diesel. Whoa.
I think after the Super Bowl is over,
I think I'm finally killing myself.
killing myself. I think I'm going to just
Move to
get that gun.
move to Texas.
I got the background check. It's all approved. I just got to pick up the gun. I paid for it after the Super Bowl. I'll go get the gun. And then I'll
Kill
go
Diesel.
boom boom.
Kill Diesel.
Shoot my cats.
I'm high-fiving Diesel's little foot with my foot.
Yeah, after the Super Bowl, I'm getting rid of YouTube TV. Can't have that anymore. I don't know. Just you try not to pay for things. What about those sponsored ads on social media? That it's like it shows you a list and it's got all the apps and then all the prices,
Yeah.
and they're like, get this app
Gotta organize it.
and we'll help you get rid of some of the ones you don't even use or something. And I'm like, who is so all over the map? And then like it shows a person like throwing bills around. Oh. Like an infomercial. I'm like, just know that you don't use Hulu and then get rid of it.
Yeah.
You need I need to pay whatever, $10 a month. I don't know what the fuck the price is for an app that helps you get rid of other apps.
Yeah, what the hell?
You shouldn't have too many.
I'm going to pay for this app. It's going to cost just as much as the app I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, I've seen that app too. It's like, do you need I don't know.
But there's somebody that's getting people. Some people go, oh yeah, I can't remember what card I have this on or that, and
That's me.
oh, I don't know.
I only have a couple cards. Yeah, I mean, I have had like a couple where I've signed up and then I'm like, I don't watch after, like I'll watch something and then I'm like not watching it for a while. And then I forget that I have it and then I remember I'm like, oh, I got to delete this thing. I don't even watch it.
Yep. So I'm thinking about getting. Do you have Apple TV and Peacock?
I have Peacock. Oh yeah, I signed up for Apple TV and watched Ted Lasso.
And then you bailed?
I don't know if I was gonna, and then because I was watching something else on there, and then I kind of just didn't. I actually might. If I didn't, I'm probably going to until just like another season comes out, and then I'll just get it and watch it again.
I saw there's a few interesting things outside of Ted Lasso that are on Apple TV.
Yeah.
And then she also heard of something she likes the sound of. So I'm like, fuck.
There's a lot of things.
Like now I need to get one of those. And then I want to watch Parks and Rec and The Office here and there. And that's on Peacock.
Yeah. Well, I have Peacock. I got Peacock when I got it. It was because of soccer. And then,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But then the Royal Rumble was last night, and you were like, I need to keep it.
Yeah, but we watch The Office like all the time still.
Yeah.
I just always restart it. I'm like, oh,
That's
restart it.
what I
And I don't even watch it. It's like,
It's just on.
we got to put something on. And I just put that on because it's the only thing that we can just put on.
The easiest fun thing,
Yeah,
you know.
It's the best, dude.
Michael's sitting in
It's
front
still
of.
fucking funny. And then I just can quote it before all the quotes happen. And I'm like, this is cool.
Tried to do that with Seinfeld, but I'm like, I don't get it.
Seinfeld is stupid.
Bunch of agitated Jews. Is Chris getting on the Kanye train?
You can't say Jews. He was getting mad.
They might have to blur it.
Blur.
Blur it? Blur my mouth and bleep it.
They sometimes do that. They blur the mouth, and I'm like, damn it. Now I can't even read his lips.
Lucy K's been on a ton of podcasts, and some of them, they've bleeped the FGT.
Whoa.
Word.
Yeah.
Some of them they have. And then, like, one of them, I can't remember which one because there's too many podcasts on the planet.
I said it on the Chris Stefano one because that was the one that I listened to.
They didn't bleep it on that one? Okay. So that one, they didn't bleep it. And then a couple other ones, they bleeped, and it got a pop, so I was like, he must have said the word.
Got a pop.
Yeah, I think it got bleeped on Bobby Kelly's. Let's go through all the pods I listen to. Let's go through the list.
Let's go through the Joe list.
Rick Glassman's podcast is funny. He's just such an awkward dude. It brings a
Yeah.
different element. There's so many podcasts out there where it's just two dipshits talking about whatever. And, someone will be, like Andrew Santino, will be promoting Cheeseburger, which I watched that. It's good. He'll be promoting whatever, and then they'll do the podcast run. And they'll go on all these pods. And he, I don't know. Like, you go to so many, but then when you do Rick Glassman's, it's just different.
It's a new world.
You go there, and he's got a blanket, like the blanket next to us. He's got it draped over the whole, like, guest area. Did you see any of the clips from Bill Burr on there?
Yeah.
So at one point, he had this, I think it was the Bill Burr episode, he had the blanket all over, and that's where Bill Burr sits. Because he doesn't, Rick Glassman's got an OCD thing that he doesn't want your outside clothes on his inside furniture. You know, so he makes everyone take the shoes off. That's why the podcast is called "Take Your Shoes Off" at the door, and then sit on the couch with the dog blanket for the human. You know, like how people do that. And then so Bill, we're sitting there, and he's like this. He's like, you know, it's so many guests. It's funny because Rick knows how difficult he is, so he'll even have like in his clips, it'll turn, and it'll show him like being OCD about things, and then like the guest is just like, and he'll put like sometimes zoom in on the guest being like,
Yeah.
like pointing fun at himself about it, and then Bill at one point got up, I think to check a camera for him because like Rick suddenly needed to check a different camera, so he gets up to check a different camera. Berg goes, I'm just realizing how dumb. I'm just a podcast talking about a podcast, but. I just thought it was funny because Bill got up and went to a part where there's no blanket on the couch.
Yeah.
And like his knee touched that part. And he was like, your knee. And Rick was like, your knee. And then he was like, oh. And the camera like zoomed in on him. And he's like so upset that his outside knee touched his inside couch. What about an outside couch?
How does he handle that? Does he clean it?
Well, no, he just went, and but I think it was the Bill episode. Let's watch too many things. Sometimes I turn a podcast on. I get off of work. I turn one on the YouTube.
And then I die.
I fall asleep. The podcast finishes. Starts a different one.
And then you're like, I watched it.
I wake up
too.
I wake up and I go, fuck. Well, I need to finish that one because that one was good. You all right?
Those got stuck.
Some aren't. Some pods, they're like, whatever. Like this one, you know? You listen to it, you're like,
This is bad.
If there was any of my other favorite pods episodes out right now, I would quickly
Go to that.
get rid of this one and jump on that one. Because I do that. I'll listen to halfway through one, and maybe I hop over to Spotify and see like, oh, the NFL podcast.
The Tonkaragis got their pod up.
The Tonk Dogs. The Tonkaragis. Dude, is that our new name?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Tonkaragis.
Welcome to the Bitch Tits Podcast.
Bitch Tits. What are some good pod names? Let's change our name. But no, Rick didn't do nothing about the knee. He just went, and then Bill was like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, is that?
It's all fake.
He said sorry, whatever, and he just went like, maybe it is. Maybe he's just a really good actor.
Also, Bill wasn't like, quit being a retard. No.
Bill, did ask him a bunch about autism, which was funny.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, I need to watch that.
Bill's the best, and then
why don't you fucking marry him, dude?
I bet you people, because they're like, oh, Bill's always just so angry. People that aren't into Bill, he's just so angry. And then if they know of Rick, I guess this is a very small audience, but they know how like
dwindling the audience down.
But like how niche the audience is for Rick.
Niche audience.
See, he also has actors on his podcast, so like he doesn't just have like there's a lot of comedy podcasts that's just only comedians. So he's had actors on, and then it's funny because the comedians come on his podcast and they're like, actors are the worst.
Yeah,
it's like
they are the worst.
Yeah,
I've never met any of them.
That was snap into a commercial. Rick Glassman.
Was it snapping into a Slim Jim commercial?
Oh, dude, he stole it. Rick Glassman stole it.
Oh, that's what he does. He
snaps, and it'll cut to like his family's carpet gallery store in Ohio or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, there's that one video where I think it's like him and his parents and his brother, and they're telling him to replenish the Coke or whatever because he had the last one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He like called his uncle, and then like his dad's like calling his uncle or whatever, and he's like, yeah, what do you do? Oh, well, you replenish. And he's like, see? And then the brothers get he's like, dude, fuck you guys. And he like leaves. And Rick was just filming it.
Yeah, that's great.
Dude, that's really funny.
Yeah, he's got a couple fun family things that he puts together.
Yeah.
He'll like clip together. Oh, another great thing about his podcast. Did I yell too loud?
No. You just got too excited.
You got too amped up. It's the Rick Glassman episode.
Yeah.
He's right here. See, and then if I had money.
What about his outside clothes and other people's inside furniture? Is that fine for him, I wonder? I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Just when he gets home.
he has to
He does the
He has to decontaminate.
he does the Bruce Almighty, and
Yeah.
all his clothes fall off.
he has to go like goes through one of those like
Yeah,
things,
he's got a
like in
tent.
the movies.
He's got like the little tunnel.
Yeah.
He's got quarantine guys that like pick his clothes off.
Cody. I mean Diesel. Yeah, dude. He's gonna hurt his foot. Diesel.
Attention, so he
Diesel, come over here.
sits in between us.
Diesel. Dude, I think he's just like he's so fucking he's like I can't even move my head. That's how fucking just I'm done. He's like I packed in a whole bunch of food. Can't see him.
Diesel, we can't see you.
He's like, I don't give a shit. Uh-oh. It's funny because you can't, like, handle him like a cat. How cats, you can just... You have to be, like, so
You
delicate.
can't move his leg. He has to move his leg. Because
Because it hurts.
it got pinched in a door when he was a kitten. Sad cat. Give us money.
Yeah.
Like and share
We
this.
promise we'll use it for the
We'll use it
cat.
for the sad cat.
We promise we will not keep it.
We're raising
To
money
buy a
for the sad
Ferrari.
kitty.
I saw this, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but just this scenario made me wonder how this would actually play out in real life if it was true. It was like a picture of this semi-truck, like, parked, like, on top of, like, a Ferrari at, like, some place or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was, like, the text in there was, like, this owner said that he, like, wasn't going to pay his workers or whatever. And so, like, one of the drivers, like, parked the truck on the thing and then, like, quit or whatever, left or whatever. And I was like, so, like, could you get, like, obviously could, like, the owner be like, oh, he just fucking destroyed my car. I want, whatever. I want to take legal action.
Yeah.
But then, like, also, I feel like, or would that be covered under the whole, like, oh, it's like a workplace, like it was a workplace accident. He accidentally did that. Like, he could just say, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was
that's not how it
backing
worked.
in.
Yeah, I was trying to, like, it just, I got, it was an accident. And then it would be all under, like, workman, like, under the work shit. So then, like, the insurance of the company would have to cover it. But then, so, like, the employee that's not getting paid, I guess still wins because he doesn't get in trouble.
You
right?
like to think that, like, maybe
Yeah.
it's covered for the guy who damaged the car in, like, the 90s, like when OJ they're just like, that's fine. The glove didn't fit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like, but you like to think that, like, now in current day, it's like, well, we've had enough trials and all this stuff where it's been vetted, and now the law is in a better place.
Yeah.
You'd like to think that, but that's probably
but
not.
It's not. It's too. It's just like too complicated. Because there's like you gotta like that's why like they say like
And they always refer to
That's what
things
they
that
was-
have already been completed.
Yeah.
Well, back in
in
2002,
Johnson versus Ramathorn.
Ramshorn, Johnson versus Ramshorn.
Yeah, it's too much, man. Because they always say like in the like the lawyers have to be very careful because if they like do like the wrong thing or whatever, then it's like that can't be used now, and now you lost your case because it's a piece of evidence. But it's like you did it.
Yeah, dude. So
There's a video.
here's something that's confidential, but
So you're recording it?
yeah, confidential. So I'm gonna record a video and audio. We're back on video for those that are listening. I'm sure we have way more.
I'm sure
It's
that
like
next week we'll be not back on. No.
it's times like 20, 30 times more listens audio.
So there's
There will be
30 listens in one.
there will be like not even 10 on YouTube. So I'm like, because we haven't been doing a YouTube like the video. There'll be like 10 on there. So I'm like, I don't know who they are, but then there's hundreds. It'll be 90, 100, whatever.
Yeah, 1,000
for an episode. It'll be 1,000. Sometimes I like to pump it up.
50,000.
We get 2,000 listens.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
I think it was Jordan maybe it was you. I don't know. Someone was like, you could, why don't you you could start a Patreon? And I'm like,
I didn't say that.
okay. I was like, well, I mean,
For no one to buy it?
yeah, for a,
And then I have to do even more work for no money?
yeah, for a small amount of people. I don't know. It just feels weird. Yeah, we'd have to do another episode.
Yeah. Or something. We're doing silly videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was like...
It's Chris, it's yelling grandma on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, if there was like... If there was an actual audience where money was coming in and then there was like, oh, we have Patreon, and then like that had the thing too, then yeah, then it would be worth it.
Dude, the Are You Garbage guys, they said that those same two guys, Ryan and H. Foley, they both...
Ryan Foley and H. Foley, the brothers.
The brothers. They had 3 separate podcasts with each other. They have been podcasting for like over 10 years together.
Oh, wow.
And like,
And this one took.
yeah, and the first one just like nothing ever happened. The second one, nothing ever happened. And then when he was starting the third one, Ryan said that Ari Shafir was like, you guys are starting a third one? Like, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
This isn't working. Like, get a different comedian. Like usually people will split, give with someone else or whatever.
Yeah.
Just try different things.
Mm.
And they just did another one, and Ari made fun of them. And then it was such a good idea and working so well. Ari was on the show a couple times, and then Ari was pretty much the first person to like boost them up. He was posting about them and then stuff, and then
Good job.
they got
Ari.
bigger.
What a good guy. He needs to do that. He needs to do it for this.
I-
But you guys aren't comedians. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Look at this little buddy.
Oh, look at these big chunker.
You're big.
Watch the video for cats at least.
You're a big
know?
boy.
We got kitties in the house.
2. There's a lot of them. There's 3.
3 is too many, meaning 1's fine.
Meaning 1 is get 1, and if you get 2, then
Get 1, and if he moves around too much, shut his leg in a door, and then he'll lay around like a dog.
Yeah. Yep.
He'll get this big.
I don't know. They all lay around pretty much.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's I don't know.
I
Yeah.
just sneezed.
Was I saying something else?
Um,
Let's rewind this.
hey, where's your truck, dude?
Oh, yeah. Insurance stuff. Crazy.
Don't get too crazy.
Don't get too angry. People will start going, "Bah, I'm scared." Just like the people that don't like Bill Burr, they'll just get scared. Oh, it's too much, too angry.
Oh, I'm scared.
He's making fun of white women.
White women.
Yeah, you guys are next to us the whole time.
I thought you were about to get it. I was like, maybe it's here.
Me too. Wednesday, he goes, "It's about done. Hopefully you get it before the weekend." And I was like,
Sweet.
dude, sick. Because he hasn't been
Nice.
feeding me any optimism. He's only been telling me, your insurance is not wanting to pay this. We sent them, it needs to be this much money. My Cadillac converters were stolen. They need to be
I don't
repaired.
get it.
And then the adjuster,
What's the black and white? Is it covered or not?
yeah, it's covered.
And then
It's all entirely.
why do they have to do this fucking, like, they don't want to pay money?
understand.
You have just infinite people paying you money every month, every 6 months, every year, however they have it worked out. Insurance companies are just raking in money, and then they're like, hey, something's wrong with my car, my policy is supposed to be covered, and they're like, all right, we're going to be fucking weird about it because we don't want to pay anything. We just want to get money.
I think if, I don't know anything, but
Insurance is shit.
I think that insurance may think that, I don't know about this, but dealerships or shops, maybe they're like, ooh, we got an insurance one. We could like upcharge here and there.
Well, see, yeah, I mean, I don't know
people
how.
think.
I don't know how it works with auto.
So then they try to haggle with it.
yeah,
The dealership's like, our rate is our rate.
that might be true because I know like how health insurance works. You can see it on your statement. This is like the health. So like, let's say you go have something done at the hospital or wherever, and then the hospital goes, all right, we're billing your insurance. They'll bill them whatever they think. They're like, this is how much it costs. And then the insurance company literally does this. They look at it and go, no, this is actually how much it costs, and this is what we're paying. And then it's fully covered. So like, because it'll be like payment submitted from the hospital, $8,000,
Yes.
and then it was like your insurance paid $5,000. You owe nothing. So it's like the insurance will like in the medical, because this is what someone even told me this. Like in the medical field, they go, no, that's not how much it costs. This is how much it costs. And then they just like, and then the hospital's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, if you didn't have insurance then the hospital would go, it's $10,000. And you're just like, fuck. You're just, okay, well, I have to pay that?
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Got my side zapped, and now it's fucking, I'm 10
Dude,
grand in debt.
What if we just paid taxes like we do now, and then it went into the fucking government, and then the government, there was just some blanketed insurance that just paid the rate for what you want done. And then you could just have stuff done, and it didn't cost you a ton of money. That would be sick, dude.
Yeah. Things would be good if things were better.
Yeah. But that's socialism. And we know what socialism is, communism.
And we know what communism is, Asian people. And you want too many of them running around here?
I don't.
Believe me.
Dude,
Run around doing karate?
Jen was watching this show last night, this cooking show.
Yeah.
And it was like that, it was made by that Dan Levy guy or whatever. The guy from, what's that show called? Schitt's Creek?
Oh, Dan Levy.
Levy, whatever. And
I call him...
he was on it. He was like the host
David
slash
Shit.
like one of the judges.
Yeah.
And there was one of the people on there was like an Asian, like a Asian queer person or whatever. And they like, oh, we had like, it was like the 3 finalists. And then it was like each finalist had like someone come in as like their, like they brought in like a I don't know, some type of like person to like talk to them and help them with like their goal. And the one girl got this like Asian lady, and I was like watching something on like the iPad and not really watching the show. And then it was like, your mentor is this person, and it was some Asian lady, and I just responded without like even really like paying attention. And I just spoke before she could talk. I was just like, oh, I'm from China, or I said something like that, and Jen just goes, oh, and just starts laughing, but also like, oh, why did you say that? And I was like, you're laughing. And then, dude, fast forward like a few minutes, and they're like talking, and the one girl was like, yeah, just like growing up, like just like China, like we were like, what was it? It was like we were like, was like discriminated against or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Jen goes, see, and like
Yeah.
said it to me, and I was like, sorry.
Yeah, but probably in different ways. I don't know.
But yeah. Then she said like someone. She goes, yeah. When I was a kid, someone put, this was insane to me.
Whoa.
Someone put like a hockey stick with like a sign, like a cardboard tape to it, and it said like, "Go back home," and then boop, CH.
Yeah. That's
I was like, that's crazy.
can't even picture any of that. Like thinking about it, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, all this evil stuff. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Like
But-
when you're watching like Remember the Titans, and then they're like, there's like shit, you're like,
Yeah.
they're kicking ass for your football team.
Yeah.
Fucking relax.
It is really like crazy.
Get out of our town. I
It
don't
is-
like that you got the sack.
It is crazy that there are just a
Let the
person.
white defensive end get it the
Yeah.
sack.
There's
What?
crazy that a person just looks at somebody who's not white and goes, "Get them out of here."
Yeah.
What? You're fucking insane. You're like those. It's like those people. It's like you're literally like bottom of the barrel human being. You actually need to just be like, if you were killed, then the Earth would go great. Like nobody would care. It's not like, damn, we lost one of our top scientists.
Dude, that's yeah. Yeah.
We lost one of our fucking like great influential
But what's
speakers. of
Funny
our
that
time.
the first thing you said was top scientist. Some of our best scientists back in like the 50s.
What, of the German people.
Yeah, we're all the Nazis.
You know what? For the sake of
For the sake of it.
for the
For
sake
some
of
reason, the
my
science
example-
field is not a great field to use.
Yeah.
Maybe other fields.
Damn it. Yeah, but that was
That's
how,
just-
but
I
how
don't know.
many of them that were like,
Yeah, they might not have even been all in.
but like
They're
it's
just
like,
good scientists.
you're all
and then
in
they don't want to
'cause-
be killed by Hitler.
Yeah,
and
right.
the
You're all
people.
in because like, I don't want to get.
So
fucking,
they're like, oh, the Jews are over there.
yeah,
And then they're
right.
like,
You're like all in because you're like, well, I don't want to get
You're
killed.
like, I'm a great scientist and I love figuring out how the hearts work or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
how things work. And then they're like, all right, test on these challenged people. And you're like, okay, I was good with the monkey and the pig,
Yeah.
but I guess I gotta.
Look at big
The
Clyde.
Nazis are making me do it on challenged people, I guess,
Big horse.
and all types of races.
Yeah. That I had I had like half the power in my house go out the other day. And I walked in there and Jen's like, yeah, the power. And I was like, oh, it's probably the circuit breaker. And I went down there and none of them were popped. And I went, what? And then like I called, and it was weird. It was like, it was too many things to be one. Because after I started testing stuff, it was really like half the house.
Yeah.
It was like the kitchen lights, like the microwave, the fridge, the TV in the living room, like the outlets, the hallway light, the bathroom light. And then but my room with like the internet and the computer and my lights were all on. There was like the outlet that had the coffee maker plugged into it was still on. And like one of the basement's lights was out. So I'm like, what the fuck? And like I called my dad, my guy.
Yeah. I contacted my guy.
I was like, what's going on? And he was like, he was saying, I don't know. He was like, it's something like outside the house where it's like half of like the things that are like attached to like the one half of your like circuit breaker, or they're on like the one half of the circuit breaker.
Oh, like the thick boys that go into
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cause like, it just like all went out. And then, cause then I didn't even do anything. And then we're just standing there in the house and then just everything just came back on. And then I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the generator, honey.
Yeah,
You just act like you know. Like, yeah.
I have no idea, man. But it's weird. And I'm like, is this fine? Like, is this going to happen again?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Me and Diesel are best friends.
Best friends with big old dicks. We'll suck them till the end.
I made, since I'm home, since I don't work till like, super late now.
Since I'm bedridden.
Since what?
I don't know.
Since I don't work super late, like I can actually like cook food.
Yeah.
Like, cook a dinner.
Yeah, you're like
I don't get home at 10.
Yeah.
Because if I got home at 10, it was like, well, I'm going to get home at 10, and then I'm going to have to like change, and then finally when I get, like, dinner will be done at like 11:30, and Jen's going to be like, I'm in bed.
Yeah.
So like I made
gabagool.
Because someone at work was like, oh, are you going to have that? Her work was like, oh, are you going to have them like cook like a bunch of stuff? And she was like, she goes, well, I actually like cooking. So like, I don't want to. So like, I don't know. She was like, if you want to just do like one a week. And then I was like,
that's cool.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream.
I made like steak and roasted potatoes the other day. It was sick.
Nice. Did you use any garlic at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, not everyone does that shit. Dude.
Do you even know?
I got a steak at a restaurant. R.P. McMurphy's.
Mm-hmm. So my steak, what I did,
I don't think they did shit.
All I did was salt, pepper, and then I put a little bit of garlic powder on it. Because then the oil I used to cook it in, it's this garlic infused oil.
Beautiful.
So then I used that. And then,
ooh.
Dude, it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was delish.
I know this was 9 hours ago. We were talking about law stuff. And I was going to say some confidential stuff. And then we talked about whatever else happened.
Should you be saying confidential stuff?
Well, I'm just saying that. I'm not going to say people's names, but at a workplace,
nice. This is going to be good.
This guy, so there's a person who has not been happy about how things have been working out at work, and everyone knows.
Whenever someone says when there's a person, I'm like, I keep thinking of like people like, I don't want to say like a guy or a girl because like I don't want anyone to be mad. So there's a person.
Oh,
but no,
yeah, that's fine.
Funny. Go.
Yeah. So he, a person, and then you're like,
could have tits, could have a penis, could have both.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to almost block that out, and then people would make assumptions like, well, that sounds like an asshole thing. It's got to be a guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it actually was a lady.
Actually, it was a lady. It was a cunt.
Just trying to keep it out. I was trying to keep it out. It wasn't an asshole. It was a fucking cunt.
So person, not happy.
Not happy with how work stuff's going. Guess what? I mean, that's a lot of places. Sometimes you think, I think, people think leadership ain't great, and it's like, whatever. Just keep trucking. I get my stuff done. So this dude, he had been getting his stuff done, but he's getting annoyed with how new people are slow and bad at their job. And every single day he comes in, and he's made this clear to everybody that he's been disgruntled, Every day he comes in, and certain things aren't correct at work. So it's like a warehouse, and like there's things that go in certain places. Things will be moved around and stuff. So he comes in and then he bitches about that. And it got to the point where he stopped bitching about it. It's just normal.
Yeah.
He's just like deaf. What the heck?
Numb.
Numb. He's numb to it, not deaf to it.
Hey, Jerry. He's deaf now.
Yeah. Side note, Mr. Beast, fixing people's blindness or whatever.
Chris loves Mr. Beast.
What about deafness? All right.
Yeah.
Help them out. Fix them up. Put some fucking radios in their ears.
Yeah.
And they're like, I couldn't hear before, but now I only hear Spotify. I don't know. So this guy, he's upset. And then there's this account that would give us like 4 or 5 trucks a day, and that was like busy. And it's a Ford account. So in some work fields, people just bend over and take it up the ass when they have
those big companies.
For big companies. Like, so Ford's a big company that they just go, all right, whatever. Oh, they're abusing us and doing everything incorrect and not going by appointment times and just giving us wrong information, giving us wrong paperwork, and it just takes a lifetime for the warehouse to figure out what the fuck shit is. And shit's mixed, and you gotta just break it down and reweigh it, and all these issues possible that you could have. It's like, it's okay, it's Ford.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
They could fucking come over here and rape us. They could tell you you're fat. So, which is the next worst thing next to rape. And then so this guy, so we've been getting 4 or 5 trucks of that. So, dude, just suddenly they're like, we're getting 10 today. Like, and we're like, this is not possible. And we're a screening facility. So not just a designated area that screens, the whole place now. So the screening guys, the guys that, like the night guys that do a lot of screening stuff, they just putting stuff everywhere. They're moving stuff. Everything is not organized.
Oh, God.
So before we got organized, if we would have like slid the warehouse down and like fixed things up before 10 trucks started coming every day, it would be in better shape. But 10 trucks started coming every day. So this guy, who's obviously disgruntled, I don't know if he had any health things happening. Apparently he had been, and I don't necessarily not believe him, but he talking about like law stuff or whatever, and like what gets covered, and this guy parks because he's disgruntled. He parks his car on top of a car, and like, maybe a fucking workman's comp. The guy can't get sued or in trouble. It was a workplace problem.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy, he's just like, because he is getting stressed. I see him stressed every day. He's like, I got to go. 2 days in a row, he didn't say nothing to me, and I'm not like the top guy.
I'm a top dog.
But sometimes when he would leave early, he would tell me, he would let me know, hey, just let me know, man, I'm out of here at noon or whatever.
I'm leaving at noon, buddy.
Hey. So he does that 2 days in a row, and the second day I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's like about to quit. Like I really thought, like, man, he is like this fed up. Like I just work a little overtime. I don't let it abuse me. I don't let it like ruin my life, and then I just go, all right, I'll go. But he's just like, I'm not working any overtime, and I'm fucking mad, and he's just always mad. So this guy, long-winded me. So this guy, he 2 days in a row like that. The second day so after he left, he comes back later in the day, and he tells us, like, they said he has like a tumor somewhere, and he's getting like scanned, and he's like, I don't know how long I'll be off, but I got to get these tests or whatever. And he's like, I don't know if short-term disability or whatever it covers for, and he named like months or like a month or 2 months or something. And I was telling him because I had my knee surgery. I'm like, It could actually go even long. It could go 3 months.
Tumors, knee surgery,
Same shit.
same shit.
But so he's gone for who knows how long. And there are parts of me where I'm like, conspiracy theorist. And this definitely, I think, because he clearly probably has like something that the doctors are checking out, I think. Because I don't think he'd come in and just lie about that. But if you want to go, Damar Hamlin is fake, conspiracy theory is not a lie. If you want to go that route, like his wife does work in the medical fields.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she could, I think, like provide information. But like, then there's all types of like fraud, right?
Yeah.
Issues.
I
But
mean,
but
you can.
But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't want to say names and stuff at all, because that's a crazy
Like,
assumption by
it was me. I'm about to be off for 3 months.
I'm like, he's fucking lying. Like, I don't think that's
That's
the
why
truth.
it's like tough. Let's see, and that brings
and that's why
it back to those
like the gray area.
Yeah, where
of,
where like
workman's
companies
comp
can't
and
companies are like.
companies.
I mean, they might be lying, but I can't just like go
Can't
to
just
his
go,
house.
Yeah,
and be like, oh,
let me see the tumor.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's like, or whatever. But that case, they actually can go. Here's a record of the
Yeah.
doctor looking
Yeah.
at my shit.
yeah. I think you do. Like at that point, you do have to provide
He did. He came,
not
he
like
came out with
medical
a piece of
records,
paper.
but you
He
have to have
was-
like a doctor. Like, hey, they need this, because anytime you have any type of like, well, I'm sure you had to provide something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
couldn't just say I'm having a
talked
knee
to, like, two
surgery.
different
You can't know
companies.
anything else. You can't know anything else.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was weird though is it's so funny.
They were like, what about your penis?
To start working again, I had to provide all this information that got signed for my work and got sent to this Lincoln group or something.
With a Lincoln Group, we make sure your knee
We make sure
is top notch.
returning to work safely. And I had to do that. But when I got back to work, the people at work, like the bosses, branch manager and stuff, they're like, you just start working. It's like I had to have things done first. So I was back to work, but like I was just like, I'm just going to sit in this chair. Like if I need something moved in this place, someone else can do it in the warehouse. Is that how I was thinking? But they're like, no, we need you to work.
Yeah, they're like, we don't care about the
Yeah,
rules.
they're like, we don't care about the rules. But
dude.
I did talk to my direct guy, the manager of the warehouse, and was like, I mean, I'm not going to do this or that.
Yeah.
And then there was a point where back then we had like some call-offs or whatever, and I'm like stuck, and it's only me, and I'm dealing with all these drivers, and I'm hopping on and off a high-low, and I'm like, and I was mad. Branch manager comes out, and he's like, hey, how's it going? Literally like worst possible moment to
Yeah.
talk to me. I'm like a week out of surgery, realizing, or not surgery. I'm a week back
Yeah.
from, I was 7. I don't know how long it was. 7 weeks out of surgery.
Mm.
And I was just like, oh, I definitely, the way my knee felt, I was like, I definitely should have taken another week off. And I'm realizing this as I'm mad. There's all these drivers piling up in the door. We have call-offs, so it's just me unloading all these trucks. So much work. I'm like, I should not be the guy hopping on and off a high-low. I just fucking came back
Yeah.
from big knee surgery. And the branch manager, this guy's never walking the warehouse. And he walks out there and he's like, hey, so how's it going? I was like, how's it going? It's fucking going great, dude. And then I kind of like went off on him because he caught me in the worst moment.
Yeah.
And I was just bitching. I was like, my knee fucking hurts. I'm running off the high-low. Someone called off. This guy called off. I'm unloading this thing. I don't even know this account. I've never done it in my life, and I'm fucking trying to handle it. And I'm just like going off on this guy. And then
He's like,
and he just, this is my Cadillac converters got stolen at work. And I went off to him about finding out that the day that happened, a guy saw a fucking shady-looking car park right next to me and saw a guy holding jack stands. And so then I start going off on the branch manager again, and he did same thing he did the other time about my knee surgery. He just goes, and like just goes away.
Yeah,
just
good.
run. Basically, you might as well turned around and Naruto run.
Yeah, managers
to his
are
office.
good at their jobs. It's crazy. Like, I feel like most people, when they get
This
the
is
job
America.
as a manager, they go, "Oh, cool! I've gotten the job where I'm now getting paid the most, and I don't have to like do work now."
Yeah.
But then, like, you have to handle all these employees and these problems, and then like, "Oh, well, I don't know how to do that." Exactly. We know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, we know.
Diesel, you've gone too nutty. Diesel's like, I'm a cat. Let's see what's on the phone.
All right, let's do Super Bowl picks. Who's in it? Corey's got Chiefs, Niners. I got Bengals, Eagles. Now let's argue like one of those shows. You're a moron. You think Brock Purdy?
I don't even know what I have. I know what I want.
Really? So yeah, it's Chiefs, Bengals.
I would like the Niners to win and the Bengals to win.
Ooh, yeah, I think that's what I want, but I think it will be the Eagles
Yeah.
and Bengals. I put some money on the Bengals.
I don't know, man. I feel like
The Bengals are getting 1.5. So
feel
if they
like
lose by 1, you still
the Eagles have been like, anytime it's always like team that's like, oh, they've just been fucking like destroying, and then they finally like get to like,
talking about Eagles.
yeah, and then they get into the
They
playoffs.
have won. I don't know. You know what? I think the Niners have also won 10 in a row or something.
Man.
They're just not talked about like the Eagles. People are like, domination.
Yeah.
They fucking dominate. Dude, they had Minshew for a moment, and they were like, oh gosh, oh no. But Jalen Hurts back, we dominate. Back to dominating. And then they're playing clips of the fucking head coach
Yeah.
doing a weird head thing. Did you hear Bill Burr talk about it?
No.
Bitching. He hates the guy. So funny. He's like, never would a head coach, do that. He's
Dang.
like, what a douchebag. And he's just going off. And it's so funny because Pat McAfee, I listen to all these things, listen to too many things. He loves when a coach is like crazy. And he just likes like wrestling. So he likes like people being theatrical.
Yeah.
And Bill Burr is very like, Bill Belichick. That's the guy. You know, don't fucking say a word. Actually, when people ask you a question, go,
I don't even want to do that.
well, when you get the guy goes on the field and try to make a play, and then he makes it. Do you think you guys wish you kept Brady? I'm gonna talk about who we got next week. That's
Brady.
who I want to talk
Yeah.
about. Who
That's
we're
us.
playing next week.
That's all he does is, we're focusing on next week. That's all we're gonna.
We're just focusing on the next week. You think Brady fucked your wife? And he's like, we're just, taking it day by day, 100%. I don't know. I don't think he's ever said 100%.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Oh.
Diesels. Yeah. Playoffs today.
By the time you're hearing this, it's already
It's
for
over.
certain who's in that Super Bowl.
Who's in the Super Bowl? It's me.
We're going. Yelling Grandma goes to the Super Bowl.
We're covering.
Should we do a live Super Bowl app and not even hang out with our friends?
Yeah.
We'll bring all this equipment. Just have a big party.
Bring Diesel.
And everyone, it's a party podcast.
Party pod.
Would that be the worst thing ever? Think about one of our friend parties, and then we did just have this set up. So our friends are doing what they do.
Ugh. That'd be the dumbest thing of all time.
For us, yeah.
I would hate it.
I've just thought about it because there's been some Bachelor podcasts that I thought were actually funny. Because like other people pop in.
Yeah, but
They're all funny, good comedians.
yeah, and they're like a big,
Yeah.
a podcast, and like
And we're just nothing. And we're just fucking guys who hit toe board.
toe board.
Hitting the toe board. Oh, that's the guy yelling. You don't want that. It's this one.
Overload.
Dude,
I
the
just
overload fuels me.
I just picture people. What I do is I just picture people listening, going, "Jesus."
Really?
I picture Chris
just
listening
picture-
to a different podcast going, dude, they played like 4 sounds.
Dude, no, like, I've already bitched about it, but there's just some pods, just someone just has a candy out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And it really just sucks when I'm listening with it in my earbud at work. If I got a podcast on at home, like on the TV, and someone chews something,
Mm-hmm.
it's not necessarily fucking inside of my eardrum. But at work, you got the little earbuds with sound canceling, and it sounds like a guy's in my ear just slurping.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is big guy, asshole.
This is big dick, big dick.
Diesel.
Dude. What was I going to say? Fuck.
Oh.
Shit.
Cheeseburger was good. I'd recommend that.
Nope.
I like having recommendations.
Nope.
Nope. Cheeseburger, Andrew Santino, Netflix.
I watched that movie,
That was
The
funny.
Menu.
Ooh, what's that like? What's that about?
It's weird.
Oh, I heard it was good. I think I try to keep a note. Like I listen to the movie podcast, and they'll recommend things.
That was fine. It was all right.
And are there any Asians in it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Because like
there's an Asian guy.
they talked about. I listened to this podcast, and they made a couple
The
connections
dude from
to a couple different movies.
the dude
It was
from
Asians.
Broad City, the gay guy who's friends with them.
Oh yeah, the skinny,
He-
like the little dude.
Yeah, he's in it.
He's a funny dude. Is
Yeah.
he himself?
No.
Oh, he's totally different.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty. I mean, it's fine. Like
He's
the
not
movie-
typecasted.
No. The movie. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't like I didn't think it was like super amazing, but
Yeah. What is
it's weird. It's weird.
What is
movie.
even the idea of it? The
the
menu.
They're like they go to like this island where like this
Plane.
this
Movie plane?
restaurant is located.
Yeah.
That's like super like a prestigious like upscale, like super expensive. Like you go to this restaurant and have food there, but then like I don't know. It's like there's
Just stuff happens.
yeah,
Just wild stuff happens. You don't want to ruin it.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna watch it. I don't
Yeah,
want to ruin it.
I'll check it out. That's why it's cool that there's some good movie pods out there. Because then you got somebody, rather than ruining things like a fucking like a trailer might just like ruin things. Dude, yeah, there's just been movies I've seen with my wife. And I'm like, right after the movie, we're walking out and I'm like, oh, that part, that was so good. And then this twist, that was like the best part. And then she goes, huh, that's funny because like both of those parts were in the trailer. And I'm like, that's my perfect
Yeah.
example of why trailers are horrible.
Yeah,
The two things I love the most about the movie would have been taken away from me if I saw that trailer. And then I saw the movie, and then I go, oh, that's the thing I saw the other day.
yeah.
Oh, that's the thing I saw 2 months ago, the Super Bowl commercial. They had
They
the
just need
trailer.
like little teasers, man.
The teasers are great. There's so many good ways you could have it. And Drew, our buddy, he does editing,
And he's the worst.
and he's the worst. He's the worst person, and he could probably make a good teaser trailer out of your fucking movies.
Let's not get carried away. Nah,
Let's not get carried away. Our friend,
our friend sucks.
you can take a couple photos for One Step Closer,
and that's it.
and that's it.
That's all she wrote.
Here.
This is now.
But you got, did you see, so the Chiefs were calling the Chiefs players because, so it started, the Bengals players last game they played this season already, Bengals Chiefs, week 13. Bengals won, I think it was 27-24. Chiefs had chances, and Mahomes either missed a guy, Kelsey had a big fumble. So they've like blown it in their meetings. So now the Bengals are 3-0 last three meetings with the Chiefs. So when you look at that, that makes me, I'm the law of average kind of guy. I see 3-0 and I'm like, well then it's just inevitable. The Chiefs will get one
Yeah.
at some point. So I'm like, this will be the one the Chiefs get. But then also, you just watch Burrow, and every game, like, so Burrow and the Bengals against the Bills, people are like, the Bills, they're the team of destiny. A guy died on the field. That means they're going all the way. That's all. You just need a guy to die on the field. That's how you get to the Super Bowl. And like, that's not how the world works.
Yeah.
That's not how sports work.
The destiny.
There's a lot of other factors than whatever you think destiny is.
Winning
and
the game.
God or whatever the hell you're thinking. Winning the fucking game,
Let
making
God
plays.
take the wheel.
I just knew I had God on my side. What about when you tore your ACL? I just knew God at that moment. He turned his back and let Satan zap my knee.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's just like God's always there when everything's going well. But
When my mom was brutally murdered when I was 10, God was not on my side.
Yeah,
but then when I got to the NFL, God was like, I'm back.
I'm back, and here's 10 touchdowns for you.
Yeah.
You're going to get that incentive, and you're going to get that big check because I'm here watching over your shoulder. So, but the Bengals keep beating the Chiefs 3 in a row now. So after the last game this season,
4 in a row.
a bunch of the players on the sideline are yelling at the Chiefs crowd. They're going, "This is Burrowhead," instead of Arrowhead Stadium, Burrowhead Stadium. So players on the Bengals are calling a Burrowhead. So the Chiefs are using that as like bulletin board material, like how people say that Bill Belichick does that. That's why he has his players not say a goddamn word ever. And then he uses every dumb player on opponent's teams that say words to them.
I'd be so mad if I was a coach.
Yeah.
I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
So, because Eli Apple is involved in that, talking shit. People are shitting on him because he was saying dumb shit on Twitter. But, so the Chiefs players, I think it was Chris Jones, defensive end, number 95. He's getting interviewed in a post press conference. And he mentioned Burrowhead. He's like, see you guys at Burrowhead Stadium. He mentioned it like 3 times. So, like, watch out for the camera. So he even mentioned it a few times. And we got a little tiny mouse running through the studio. Ding, 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 ding. And
People are dumb, dude.
But, yeah, so I'm like, now I kind of flipping. I did think all Burrow. Just because Burrow, I mean, I watched the Week 13 game, and, I mean, it'd be 4th down, and he's throwing, like, 50-50 catches, but, like, on a dime perfectly to Tyler Boyd or whoever. And, like, he just has it in him that he believes. Like, even if the other guy could possibly drop it, he's like, I'll get it to you. I'll do my part.
Yeah.
Like, he just knows he can do it. I just have a lot of faith in Burrow, but then after everyone saying Burrowhead Stadium, I'm like, oh, shit. Maybe the Chiefs are, like, so pissed. Got, like, a perfect game plan. It's also Andy Reid, like, and it's Mahomes. Mahomes does so well. I don't know. So I've been flip-flopping. I really thought Bengals, and then now everyone's like, oh, it's Burrowhead Stadium. I'm like, well, great. The whole defense is going to be just going for fumbles and doing it. I don't know. I keep thinking they might be extra.
Yeah.
Because all that.
Who knows? Oh, well.
Then you got the other side of the fucking
We got to
league.
wait and see.
Then you got the other side of the league. Eagles can seemingly run against anybody. So can they run against Fred Warner?
So they won?
I don't know.
Oh.
49ers got a lot of white guys. Maybe they'll lose.
They do.
Sometimes you can do that. You can look at white-black ratio. You can count a team out. Too many whites. They can't get the win.
Yeah. Separate them in the washing machine.
Separate the clothes. What's this? Oh, so close. You got the thing shaking.
Nice.
She doesn't even know that we got fucking 10 seconds left. I'll play her favorite. This is her favorite button. That's what we played when she walked by. We're like, look at this enormous creature.
That was rude.
She's not. That's fine.
It's not fun.
She's a dainty little flower. She's like Angela in The Office, where she Well, some people think I'm a squirrel. And then Pam is like, you comparing yourself to a cute little animal?
Yeah.
You think that's like a dig? She was being like shitty. I forgot what the exact.
She's always being shitty.
You should know.
She's the worst character.
Dude, she's rough.
Yeah.
So, is that it? Got any more to say to the crowd, to the people?
Yeah.
People at home? Got anything more
Come
to say
see
to
me
the...
at Magoobies.
Yeah, see me at Magoobs.
Just kidding. I'll be nowhere.
I should do.
You can't see me.
I need to do stand up again. Just a fucking pussy. You know? Like everyone says, everyone goes, you gotta just get up there. Because there really is no. You know? Just gotta keep getting up there.
Got to do it.
And then I go up there and just go, I didn't write this week. I don't know what I'm doing up here. Everyone says just get up here.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what the fucking Super Bowl is coming up. What do you guys think about Super Bowl? Is that cool?
Yeah. Who knows?
I love you.
Who?
My cat. Oh, do you think I meant it to you?
No.
I do sometimes just mean it to people, you know, whoever's there.
I was at legitimately asking, who you talk to?
Oh. Whoever's out there. Thanks.
But do you love them? I don't think so.
Well, I love that they're out there. So get out there, guys.
Yeah.
Share the pod. Bye.
Share the wealth.